Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Welcome to this series for Maharashtra CET, and uh, like we are having this series for abstract reasoning, wherein we are discussing questions from different aspects of abstract reasoning. Okay, and it is one of the topics which is tested in Maharashtra CET, which is unique to it. And earlier it used to have 25 questions, but last year it had fewer questions. So we are going to do today is what we are going to do is paper folding and cutting, right? So we'll be solving problems on those things. Okay, so we had some session on um, mirror and water image, right? Then we had one on counting of figures. Today we are going to have paper cutting and folding based questions. Okay, so let's start with today's quiz, right? So it is the first question of the day. It says that find out the given alternatives, how the pattern would appear when the transparent sheet is folded at the dotted line. So one needs to fold the dotted line and find that how does it look when it is folded. So basically, we did mirror and water images. This is again an application of that. Uh, since we are folding it on a horizontal line, on a vertical line, it will be a mirror image. How will it look like when you fold it? Let us say uh, it's a transparent sheet, right? This is a transparent sheet, and whatever marks you make, the reflections will be on the sheet. So how will the sheet look like when you fold on the along the dotted line? So if we see this, like this is a K shape, right? So this part will remain as it is, the half part, right? And beyond this, what will happen? Since it is like we are folding it on top of this, right? So it will be a reflection. So it is going this side, so this will be going this side. This portion was going this side, this will go this side. So it will look something like this B shape, right? That is your answer. Okay, so based on mirror image, it will be a reflection of this and it will appear like this. Okay, so let's see the next problem. Okay, so you can call these options A, B, C, D. Now this is an image and it is folded. Uh, Basically, you will get a water image of this. How will this image look like when it is folded? So abstract reasoning is about visualizing things, right? You have to visualize that how do things appear when you fold them, you rotate them, right? You take reflection of them along a particular line. So those are the principles, right? Your reflections and your rotations. So if you see this, if we turn it up, right, it will be a water image. This portion will remain like this only. Okay. Now when we turn this square upside, so this straight line will go like this. This square will go like this. Square will happen like this. Okay, now you can reject this option, right? We can reject this option because the square has to go, the triangle should form like this within the square. And this triangle, when it goes up, it will form a shape like this. That is your answer. Option A is the answer. Okay. Now, what will happen to this image? These are generally easy ones, right? If they ask you paper folding, mirror image, water image, these are easy ones. The difficult ones are the series ones, wherein they give series of images and you have to find the next element. Some questions there are again easy, some are tricky. So remember that in an examination, if you are unable to find out the logic, just do not spend too much time on that. Okay. Maharashtra CT has enough questions, right? You have 200 questions to attempt. So even if you are not able to do 4 or 5 questions, do not worry, it's an year. Just skip those, move ahead. Because sometimes it is very difficult to find the logic. Right? It is very often that you will not be able to find the logic. See, you should put efforts where they have some sort of relevance, right? Like in CAT, right? CAT, what happens is you have a group question. You put effort, you get 4 questions. Here it is individual question, and there are too many questions in the paper. ये कैट का सेट नहीं बन रहा, ठीक है, एफर्ट डालो, क्योंकि सेट करोगे तो 4 क्वेश्चन लेंगे, दे आर लिमिटेड क्वेश्चंस. Here you have 200 questions, you can attempt other sections. Okay, and see this. If you reflect this way, so this triangle will overlap on this triangle. That is fine. There is a line like this. Like you see a small triangle on the left corner, right? So this triangle will come to the right corner, right? And we already have one triangle like this. So see that there should be a triangle on the bottom and on the top. There is no triangle on the top. There is no triangle on the top. Essentially, I think these two options are same only. So they do not have the line also. Okay. Uh, this has triangle on the top as well. So that is the right answer. That is option C. So last year there were some questions asked on paper folding also. The problem with people is, I mean, all right, fine, you should practice abstract reasoning, but do not take it very, very seriously that you forget practicing other 3 sections, right? Abstract reasoning is the smallest section. Do practice it and do not feel like, okay, I'm not able to do beyond 15 questions. Even if you are able to do 15 questions, do the other sets, other questions, right? So in this case, what will happen that the triangle will come inside the circle. On top, we will have this kind of image, and this triangle will come under inside the circle. So two circles, like we have, and the triangles will not. This will be an inverted one. This will be pointing towards left. That is an option. No, no, sorry. This is not correct. The answer will be see, when we fold it, right, this direction will change, right? Remember, the direction changes. So this will not be like this. When we fold it this side, the triangle, the direction will change to this side. Okay, so make sure that you do not make such mistakes. Sometimes such silly mistakes do happen, right? When we are fast at solving things, and we sometimes make such mistakes. So it will be a reflection. Okay, but there will not be any vertical reflection. Why? Because we are not turning it this way. If we were turning it this way, this triangle would have become straight. Okay. All right. Let's see the next one. This hexagon shape is folded upward. Actually, you do not need to draw these figures. Okay, you do not have to draw these figures. Check element by element. Right? That's how we solve these questions. Check what are single elements and try to eliminate. So whatever type of questions, be it series based or any those things, I check element by element and then eliminate options. So for example, when you turn this upside, so there should be a dot and then semicircle like this, right? So in this case, dot is missing. In this case, also dot is missing. So two options are gone. Now we are left with two more options. Okay. So in this case, if you see this, B is pointing down like this. So when it goes up, B will point upward like this. Now in this case, B is still pointing down. So this is eliminated. The answer is option. So instead of drawing the image and then answering, look out for the options, you eliminate the incorrect ones and find the right answer. Okay, now this is a bit complicated figure by looks of it, but yes, when you see the options carefully, you will be able to get the answer. Which one will be the answer? In this case, they have given the options also good. The previous one. So it's simple. See, this triangle will remain as it is, right? So that is fine in all those. Now, when we just see this is a line going like this, if you just reverse it, so this line will come exactly on top of this, right? If something is going like this, if you just reverse it, this will come on top of this triangle shape, right? So there will not be any gap kind of thing. See, it has a lot of gap. These also have gap. Option A and D, if you see, they are given some gap. So gap should not be there. It will just simply overlap it. Okay. And this will be the shape. So it will have some gap with respect to this. See this image, there is some gap between these. There will be some gap and like this. The reflection. Now this is a sequential paper folding and cutting. It says that paper is folded once and then folded again and then it is cut and then reopened. Okay, so you have to find how will the paper look when it is unfolded. Paper is first folded, then cuts are made and then unfolded. How does the paper look on unfolding? So what is happening in this? We are folding it this way and then folding it down, right? So पहले से circle था, it became a semicircle and then it became a quarter circle. Right? So when we open it, what will happen? That it will have a water image of this, right? Reflection. So if we have this kind of shape, like this S kind of thing, so this S will look like this, and then there will be some shape like this with some design like this. Okay, so let us eliminate the options. In this case, there is no reflection. Right? In this case, the bottom is getting changed, so bottom should not change. In this case, it is fine. Right? Now then it is opened back. So what will happen? We will get a mirror image of it. So we had S shape like this. We will have similar shape, like kind of thing like this. Okay, and here we have this kind of shape. So we will have this kind of shape like this. So you can see in option A. See, what is mistake in option D is this is getting inverted. It should not get inverted. Right? It should be a mirror image of this. So that is wrong. Option A, right answer. You just have to observe things, eliminate cases. Sometimes it takes time to observe things. That's it. But when you get those series based questions or analogy based questions, sometimes they might be tricky. They might have multiple elements. Otherwise, these reflection, paper folding, cutting, these are all easily doable ones. Very rare cases you will get very difficult questions. It's not. So what will happen in this is again we will have a quarter circle. So when we open this quarter circle, we made a cut like this, and there is a shape like this. So when we open it like this cut will appear like this. Right? See, this line is the folding line. Right? This is not a cut. This is a folding line. So when you cut like this cut will appear like this. Okay, and then when we open it back, then this will become like this. So we will have a shape like this, right, on four or this and with four dots on four sides. So that is option. Okay, that's how it looks on unfolding. This is an easy one. The paper is folded and then this kind of shape is cut. In this case, if we take this cut, if we take the first unfold, it will become like this. And when we fold it, unfold it further, it will get like. Okay, so these triangles pointing this side and this side. Okay, this is wrong. This is fine. Then we see the upper side pointing outside, right, and inverted. That is an option. Easy one. Now in this case, the paper is not folded in a vertical or horizontal line. It is a kind of a hexagon shape that is formed. Actually, there is some I believe that there is a mistake in this. Right, the answer is not among these. I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, so when we fold this hexagon like this is a hexagon, they have folded it like this. So this triangle will come like this, and this triangle will come like, okay. Now when we cut circles, so circle is fine, it is not in overlapping portion. But when we cut this square and when we open it, what will happen is the central square will be there, and apart from that, there should be cut on this side. Actually, that should be the answer. Do you agree that this should be the actual? It should actually look like this with cuts on the sides. Because when it is folded, it will come at the center, right? So if you look at this will be at the center. So when we make this square, this small square will have impact on this sides. Okay, so that should be the answer, ideally. Okay. This circle one is an easy one. Like when they fold it 1/4, or the square if they fold it 1/4, that is the easiest thing to do. Unless it is across diagonals, across horizontal to vertical lines, it is quite easy. So we will have 4a like this, right? Then we will have to see the direction of this. So you can eliminate options wherein 4a are not proper. So you can eliminate three options. So you see this. Arrow is also not a problem. Arrow will be like this, and this, and this. So arrow will be pointing towards the, okay, and 4a's will come like this. Okay. Now this is slightly complicated phase. Okay, not difficult, but sometimes you will have this wherein it takes time to observe. Right? Sometimes it is faster to observe, sometimes it is uh, time consuming to observe, but still fine. Now options are quite far apart. Right? See, what will happen is in the center they have this part. So center this thing will be made. This shape will be made in the center, this diamond shape. And here also we have this part, so it will be a parallelogram. Downwards it will be a parallelogram. Upwards also it will be a parallelogram. Okay, ये थोड़ा सा बड़ा होगा. As we can see, it is bigger in shape than these are smaller ones, right? So these will happen. Okay, so you can easily eliminate C and D. Now count the number of cuts they have. These two teeth, right? So there are two teeth, one, two. So there will be two teeth like this also. Right here it is just one teeth. So you can eliminate this. A will be the answer. Okay, and you have cut this portion, face cut here. So this cut will come up, appear here, come appear here, and here. Okay. Now multiple folds. They have folded it three times. Now this is wherein you have to observe carefully. So go step by step backward, right? Use this and then go to this step and then think of this step and then finally opening. Last year there were lesser questions on abstract reasoning, like some said 5, some had 15, but earlier used to have 25 questions standard. which shape will appear on it. So go one step by one step backward and then find out. So last step, that is Z, it is showing like this, and before that it was closed like this, right? So Y shape will look like this. This, and this. This is Z. This is Y. Then X is basically uh, these two sides. This was folded, right? So this will be unfolded. So this is two times of Y like this. So this, and reflection like, okay. So this is your X, and then P, in P what happened is they've just put these triangles, right? So this triangle would have come like this, right? So will it cover this? Yes, it will. This will cover this like this, isn't it? Or where is this forming? This is forming around this side, na? This is, if this here, it should come, isn't it? Or will it be like this? So this looks more likely, right? So if you unfold it this way, these will be single only then. Okay, these will be four, and this will replicate this side, and this will replicate this side. So it looks like option 3. Well, this should have been slightly towards this side. It is very close to this, right? So it won't come like this. It won't come inside this, right? So it will be, we will have only two of those. Okay, so this is how it will look like after unfolding. This is an easy one. So when we unfold it, this central piece will be like this. Okay, and like since it is like half will be split like this, so it will be like this. Okay, so this shape, second one will be the answer. So it will be, see, it is slightly going, it is going straight and then up. Right? So straight, like this, straight and then up. It is straight and then down, like it is in option 2. Okay, I'm not good at drawing, but I can explain that how it looks. So it will go straight like this and then slightly down. So slightly down. Okay. So first we have three layers, like it is three layers folded into one, and then this shape, then it is folded into half, and then this shape is cut. Easy, you can visualize it. See, if you know the basic principles of reflection, right? Reflection and rotation, such questions are not a problem. So obviously, when it is converted to this shape, we will have two triangles like this, and this will be a C shape like this, cut like this, right, with open face on this side. With this face, right? When we further open it up and down, so these triangles will reflect, right? So upper two triangles will be like this, and the lower two triangles will be like this. So we can eliminate. So in this case, these all triangles are straight. These, so we can eliminate option 3 and 4. Okay, now this C shape, the, or you can call this, right? So this C shape will reflect like this and like this, similarly like this and like this, which is an option. In this case, what has happened is this shape is getting inverted. It will not get inverted. Okay, so basic rules of reflection and those things, if are known to you, you can answer them. So they will have some option in which they have not done horizontal, they have done it vertical. So that is wrong one. Okay, so that was the session on paper folding and cutting. That is one of the topics which might be tested in the abstract reasoning section. Last year there were some questions on it in some of the slots. Okay, it was not present for few years, wherein they used to have two, three kind of questions, like series one, then you add similar relation figures and then analogies, etc. But now these questions are. Last year they had questions on all these topics as well. So you need to be prepared on all fronts, right? Know these basics of reflection, rotation, etc. And if you know that, you can apply them on different problems, whatever type of problems they use them. So it is just about visualization, right? And do not take too much pain for it, that abstract reasoning. Don't consider it's a very big thing. It's fine, right? It has 25 questions. If you are able to do some of the questions, right, even if it is in the past format, 2020 format, it will have 25. Even if you do only some questions, you have the remaining paper, right? So think of the bigger part. Uh, there are many students who just worry about this, that how will we do abstract reasoning. They, instead of worrying about 175 questions, right? So we can focus on other parts as well and do some of these as well. Know the basics of reflection itself. Okay. All right. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks and have a great night. Goodbye.